What's up, everybody? It's your girl Clocks, and we're heading to Perth.
I'm supposed to send it back to my now been working remote. I spent 3 months traveling around and basically living at the Terminal 4. Everything goes smoothly. Hopefully my bag's not over 70 kilos. And we have a good time at the game.
Made it to Terminal 4, made it through security. The board is saying that it'll be like another 10 minutes or so for my gate to be announced, even though my boarding pass says what the gate is already. I got a bacon egg roll. Normally, I avoid bacon in Australia. Total origin bacon egg roll. That is a thin amount of filling. I definitely thought the egg would be bigger. There's an unexpected sweetness to this. Overall, it's pretty good though. I got this even though I normally avoid bacon. I got it because they use American bacon. I could see it sitting there in the window. And even though I made myself a beautiful chicken breast sandwich and then walked out this morning without it, even though my stomach was already rumbling as I was walking out the door. I do have food on this flight, I believe. The food add-on options on JetStar aren't actually that expensive. It's like $14, I think. The last time I was flying domestic, which was with my brother when he came to visit, we booked the tickets that had it built in because that actually was more cost effective. Like the package cost was actually less than like the starter fare plus a checked bag. Having a checked bag definitely changes things in the cost structure. Since I'm going for just 24 hours, I don't have a checked bag, and I'm pretty confident my backpack's around 7 kilos. Our airplane food was surprisingly good. Like, we got the pies, and it's a meat pie and a sausage roll and a drink, and it was delicious. The meat pie was absolutely spot on. Like, definitely at least as good, if not maybe slightly better than the 4 and 20s you get at the Jeep. I'm a little surprised at how crowded it is, but then I noticed on the board that basically there's a morning flight to like all the major cities, so it's essentially like 5 or 6 flights here. But getting through security, let me tell you something. If I ever see the TSA worker that put me in the long line to go through the body scanner, if I ever see him in the streets, I'm gonna curse him out. There's no rules. There's only 2 rules. Put your bag in the bin and take your jacket off. And everybody had a problem. I wasn't gonna get a coffee. I wasn't gonna get a coffee because I was gonna sleep on the plane. I might still sleep on the plane, but the sandwich was already, I think, $11. And for $14.50, you could get a small coffee also. There were like 3 people ahead of me waiting for their coffees. And the problem was they all ordered specialty coffees. Like one guy got a long black. I got a latte because that's like the default coffee. Okay, latte. Like most people are going to order a latte. You can get the latte so fast because everybody's ordering one, and that's literally what happened. And this old woman in front of me took my coffee. The guy was calling my name. Older woman went up. She was already standing at the counter. She reached out and she goes, "Oh, is this for me?" And he was like, "No, it's for Clocks." And she's like, "What?" And literally picked up my coffee and started to walk away with it. And the barista, who is has to be the hardest working barista in Melbourne. Okay, this guy is churning out coffees as fast as possible. Like, woman, we're all telling you it's not yours. And so she like put it down and then like started yelling at the guy. And I'm like, this guy is going as fast as possible. He's got so many people ordering coffees because it's Soul Origin. And Soul Origin, we know it's going to be solid, right? Sure, you could go to the Macca's, probably save a little bit. But if you're already getting the sandwich here and you don't want the Macca's sandwich, that's, going to just be like this oily salt mess. You're going to go to Soul Origin, you're going to get a coffee, you're going to get a latte if you're smart, because you're not going to order some specialty random thing and then get mad and start yelling at this guy who's got like 2 dozen milk jugs in front of him. That really annoyed me. It's just so rude. All right, I'm going to pack up and walk to the gate now. gonna have to refill my water first. Now I get to board the flight and head to Perth. Made it to Perth. Currently in the train station for the airport. My ticket to the game was supposed to come with a free transit for the day, but only for 3 hours before the game and 3 hours after. And basically I'm here, I guess, too early. And I couldn't figure it out, so I just bought a ticket for the whole day for $10, $10.40. So I'm gonna head to a cafe in City West. I think it's called Folklore. Got really good reviews. It was written up in some magazine as like one of the best cafes in Western Australia, because I'm so hungry and I could use a coffee. I know I had one already. Don't look at me like that. I'm Melbourneian. Can't have too many coffees. Cabinet of baked goods. Made everything look so good. They had an onigiri croissant. I don't even know what that is. But I got the curry pan, so a curry bread, and the maple old-fashioned donut. I haven't seen an old-fashioned donut in 2 years now. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I ordered way too much food. It's got bonito flakes, some like karage style fried chicken, very runny egg. I wish the bottom of the egg was crispier. Watched an AFL video a while back where the players were talking about how they couldn't find good coffee. And a few of them were saying that they went to one place, and I wish I remember the name of it. Because wow. The coffee is like, it's not even good by American standards. It's a sour cream old-fashioned donut. It's good. You know what? For as good as everything else was, the news was disappointing. Slightly stained my shirt. Sitting here outside the Western Australia Museum, which is free right now to enter. I think I might go in. This soundscape thing they have going on in the courtyard in front of the museum is a little scary. Screeching birds, fire crackling. I don't see a fire. Apparently there's a smoking ceremony happening later today. And they said at 11 o'clock at noon. Of course, by noon, I'm hoping to be at the stadium. But honestly, the 5-minute walk, at first I thought, okay, rest in the sun, relax. It took me about 5 minutes to walk over here from the main Perth train station. And I was so sweaty. I was sweating so bad. The sun is so strong today. The shade feels nice, but I was sweating so much that I had to stop. When I was walking, I didn't feel it. Now that I'm sitting, though. So I came here because originally I was going to go to the state library. With the museum being free, it feels like I should do the museum. I should do the museum, shouldn't I? Western Australian Museum is solid. All the exhibits were really well done. It wasn't overwhelming, the amount of stuff in there, but it was still good. It was still really interesting. Especially, they had a few things about the wars and Western Australia's participation. Making my way to Optus Stadium. There's like a exhibition game for the Rising Stars or something like that. And that starts at like 1. Food and cultural things around the stadium open at 2. And then the game is at 4. If I could find a nice patch of grass near the stadium and just lay down and take a nap, that would be really nice. I'm gonna make my way to the train station now though. And I'll see you when we get to the stadium. So, managed to find a patch of grass for napping, and then there's a sign that says please keep off the grass. So, I suppose there's no napping in the grass in the sun today, or even the shade of one of the few trees. The stadium is cool looking though, on the outside at least. There's this big restaurant here too behind me. I bet it's gonna be crazy there after the game. I don't think so. All those stairs in this heat. We're going to the lift. I feel like I was on that bridge the last time I was here. I don't remember seeing a stadium. We made it into Optus Stadium. Oh man, actually reminds me a lot of South Australia, the Adelaide Stadium. The way it's set up. It always feels like I'm home again when I hear that footy whistle blow. And for now, I'll watch the junior boys. Let's go. Alright, I left the juniors game early to check out a little fair that they got going on, and it is so much more lively now. I haven't yet met a heat like this. Actually, yeah, Amsterdam was hot like this. I know that there's some Aboriginal craftsmen here, so let's check it out. I take it back, it's much hotter than Amsterdam. Oh, boiling here. These are really pretty. Oh, with the footy roll? I like that. What do we got over here? Jewelry. Oh, some Turkish towels. The ball people giving away footies, said 10 minutes until they get more. There's no merch left to buy. Most of it is sold out. They said that they had large, was the biggest size they had of the event t-shirt. They had another shirt with the Aboriginal flag on it, but I'm assuming, based on the fact that they have almost nothing left on the walls of the booth here, I'm assuming that there is also almost no sizes left of the Aboriginal shirt. With the one with the flag, there's nothing left of the one event shirt. I think the Guernsey is also limited to small sizes. I kind of messed up. And like, yeah, I could probably just order it online. But like, I wanted to wear it right now. And I didn't bring a Collingwood Guernsey because I was like, oh, I don't know, it felt like out of place, right? Because I knew a lot of people would be wearing Freo stuff. And I have a Sir Douglas Nicholls round Guernsey for Collingwood that I could have worn, that I don't super care about sweating in that much. But I think it would have been too hot because I wouldn't have worn it naked. I would have worn like this or a similar no-sleeve shirt underneath. And this sun, like I immediately, as soon as I came outside, I started sweating. And it is packed. But I heard somebody talking while I was watching the young boys play, and they spent $37 on a thing of jam donuts and 4 waters, which is like $5 a water, because they said the donuts were like $15. $15 for some jam donuts is wild. Wild, wild. We gotta go back and get a bowl then. So I'm getting something out of this. I'm getting something that says the event on it. That's my goal. And as much as all the artisan stalls were great, and they were selling a lot of cool stuff, but I don't have a job. And so if we could get a free ball is well within our budget. All right, ball acquired. Fremantle ball made in India. And unfortunately, I thought my seats were in the shade. I think my seat is in the sun. So I gotta make sure I reapply some sunscreen. And otherwise we're getting ready for the big game. Let's go. The concessions here are really impressive. I got a lemon icy because it's so hot. They have like butter chicken french fries and tandoori chicken sandwiches, Korean chicken burgers. Like, it's a lot of variety that you don't see in Victoria. This lemon ice is hitting right now. The water fountain was a little tricky to use, and hot, gross tasting water. So I put my electrolyte mix in. I think I might get dinner here in the stadium today, because there are so many cool options. So much cultural variety in the food here. It's like amazing. Made it. Sitting in the second row, but in the sun, looking at the bench. I thought it was behind it in the shade. No, I'm in front of the bench in the sun. Hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully it's exciting and fast-paced and there's some good moments to enjoy, because if it's a boring game to sit in this heat, What a game. All Stars won like 100 to 60, I think, or 57, something like that. Oh man, watching Bobby Hill play is like, it's like watching somebody who's so good at what they do, who absolutely loves it, is supportive of all the other players on the team, and like, man, when I grow up, I want to love what I do as much as Bobby Hill loves what he does. Overall, this is a great game. I'm really glad that I made the trip out. And it's like almost 7:30. My flight is at 12:15, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the next couple hours. I'm thinking about heading to the pub near the stadium. I didn't end up eating anything here in the stadium. There were just too many people in the concession area. A lot of people didn't even sit in the seats. They just stayed in the back. And so I just didn't want to deal with fighting through the crowds and everything. This is a priceless experience, honestly. I'm so glad I did it, even though I'm pretty tired. I think if they did the Indigenous game again, I would come back for it. Although sitting with all the Freo fans was not the vibe. If I could get a seat in the fan section for the Indigenous All Star team, absolutely. That's the seat I want next time. I want to sit with all the people, and I want to cheer on the boys, and I want to watch them crush Freo again. I want to watch them crush Freo every week. It was so good. And the way that they came together and were like celebrating each other's wins, it's just such great footy moments. Royale's Chicken and Burgers Northcote was good. The Philly cheesesteak had like huge pieces of green bell pepper and onions, and it was like not cooked, it was almost raw. So they were just these giant chunks of vegetables. Felt like a salad covered in cheese sauce with like meat on a piece of bread. The hoagie roll, the roll was great though. The roll was a 10, meat was a 9. The pepper and onion nonsense. Yo, and there's roaches everywhere here. There's roaches everywhere, like gigantic roaches. I can't wait to wash my face at least before I get on the plane and maybe change into a t-shirt, because I have a feeling that this singlet is like stinky. I just feel it. I feel it's stinky. I've smelled it. It doesn't smell bad. You know, maybe because you can't always smell yourself, right? I can't wait to take a shower. The next train isn't until 10:30, so I did miscalculate the eating situation. I like ate and then used the toilet and ran. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be waiting around for the next train to the airport, which leaves at 10:30. It should get me there by like 10:45. My flight's not until like 12:30. I think I'm boarding, so I got lots of time to just relax. All right, so I made it here to Perth Airport, made it through security, no problems, and ended up repacking my bag. I washed my face, and boy, did it feel great. I will say that Perth has a great train and bus system. I forgot that I had rented a car the last time I was here, and that originally was my plan. And then when I was planning the trip, I was like, you know what, let me just look up the stadium. Like, maybe there is public transit. And that's when I realized that the transit, as far as like getting around the city is concerned, is fantastic in Perth. Very affordable. I did not screw up getting the all-day pass. Even after drinking at least 2 liters if not 3 or 4, I'm still dehydrated. Now I'm in the airport, and I washed my face, and I feel so much better. I washed, and I put moisturizer on. I'm about to head into the bathroom to change my shirt, put some Calvin Klein 1 on so I don't stink on the airplane. Hopefully there's nobody sitting next to me, but the plane ride coming here was, I think, sold out. So I'm not super confident that the flight going back is going to be any more empty. But a girl can dream, right? Like, you gotta hope and dream, and maybe those dreams will come true on JetStar. Shockingly, the airport is so quiet. It's so tranquil. It's so nice. It's brightly lit, lots of seating, and it's so quiet. Which is such a welcome change of pace from walking around downtown Perth. Everybody's screaming and the music, and it was madness tonight. But it is also Saturday night, and Saturday nights, I guess, are lit here. I gotta find some water, which hopefully will not be boiling hot like it was at Optus Stadium. But anyway, my whole body hurts from schlepping around this bag all day. I wish I could have just left it in the locker. And I was about to this morning when I walked by those lockers, but then I said no, because what if I need something in it? And sure enough, I needed most of what I brought with me. But now I'm so exhausted. I have nothing left. I feel like I had a really good day overall, and what a game. What a game. I love the Indigenous boys out there playing their hearts out, just having fun with it. But yeah, I'll come back to Perth one day. I want to do Kimberley. I want to see, like, the giant meteor hole. There's, like, stuff out in the desert that I haven't done before. I haven't been to Broome. There's a few things in Western Australia that I haven't done, and I could see myself coming back to do them. I've only done a few trips like this, where I've gone somewhere for an incredibly short amount of time and crammed in as much as possible. And although I never saw myself doing it for Perth, I am glad that I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The vehicle has been left unattended on the Terminal 2 forecourt.
We woke off the plane yesterday. It was 37 degrees in Perth. It was 37 degrees, and now it's 6. It's 6 degrees in Melbourne. So I get off the plane and I'm like, oh boy, it is cold. Like, it is winter. Footy season is afoot. Because winter has come to Melbourne. Summer is over. I really appreciate you coming on this journey with me. And don't forget, you could be spending your time with anybody, but you chose to spend it with me, and that's what I appreciate about you. Otherwise, we'll do more adventures around the neighborhood. So stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. So long from apparently February wintry Melbourne. Bye.